Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. And to all my fellow drivers, I hope you made some bread today or is about to begin to make some bread. Okay, this is a situation that needs to be addressed, what I'm about to start talking about. And it's another way that the drivers are being treated unfair. Well, of course, most of everything that Lyft does is unfair to the drivers. So you would think that with the drivers being the oil that makes the engine run so that they can pay their investors dividends and make a profit theirself, they would treat the drivers a lot better and compensate us a lot more better than what they're doing, right? But they don't. So that's a story for another day. But right now, I want to address this multiple riders for one fare, okay? Now, you're going to run into multiple riders in places like college campuses or around college campuses, lower developments like housing, apartment housings, like what people would call the hood, you know what I'm saying? You're running to this in nightlife, like clubs, bars, pubs. You're running to the same thing in restaurant districts, shopping districts, and things of that nature, where multiple riders would want to get in your car for one fare, okay? Lyft does not charge them based on how many people they have. It's one fare for 4 people in your little bitty car. So it's going to be days where you're going to go to pick up someone in these areas like I spoke about, and it's going to be 3 people, right, trying to cram in your little bitty car, right, from mid-size to small, right? And, it's very uncomfortable. So you take them and drive them however many miles, maybe 3, 4, 5 miles, you get $3 for that trip. Now you put 3 people in your car and driven them with 3, 4, 5 miles, whatever, and all you get is $3 for that trip. That's unfair. You know what I'm saying? That service, your service should stand for more than $3. You know what I mean? There's going to be times, and I almost forgot, army bases, like military bases, yeah, you're going to run into the same thing around military bases, college campuses, dining districts, shopping districts, nightlife like clubs, pubs, all types of things like that. You're going to run into multiple riders, okay? And it is really annoying because they don't care. The people don't care how small your car is. They're going to try to cram in your car, even if it makes them uncomfortable, for that little $3 to $4 that you're going to get to take them around the block or down the street somewhere. To me, that's a misuse of the service. And of course, everyone is everywhere looking for something to get something for free, right? And it just seems like that the drivers of Lyft and Uber are mistreated badly. Now, there's going to be some of you all that's going to look at this video and is going to say, well, sometime me and my friends, we will all, it'll be 3 of us, and we'll all cram in someone's car. If we're going around the block here and there. It's wrong. It's wrong. I mean, okay, you're not doing nothing wrong, but what I'm saying for the driver, it's unfair. Now, this is something that needs to be taken up with Lyft, but I'm trying to get these new drivers and future drivers to understand what you're going to face as a Lyft driver. Okay? You're going to pick up, it's going to be times you're going to pick up multiple riders. And they're going to try to cram as many as they can in your car. You know? If you allow them to. Now, me, I have a policy. No one rides in my front seat. Okay? I keep it pushed up. If 3 can get in the back seat, I'll take them. I'm not taking 4. Okay? If that 3 is too big, I won't take them. Okay? Now, I usually cancel the trip in terms of what I don't ride that many people. You know what I'm saying? Or I give them an option for one or two of them to call another Lyft. You know what I'm saying? That's that simple. But it's misuse of the drivers. Now, I'm not saying that the people are doing this to harm the drivers, but let's just be real. Okay, they know it's not right. They know it's not right. So they use the gray areas to get by as much as they can. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, come on now. Lyft has already, these rideshare platforms have already cut the price of the trips almost to nothing so that they could create a demand in their computer system, in their computer algorithm, to have an influx of riders so that they can service the drivers and make a profit and pay their investors and make a profit for themselves. See what I'm saying? And the drivers is doing all of the dirty work. There's not a driver in this world that can tell you that from driving his one vehicle that he's a millionaire from driving for Lyft. We're not talking about what you started along the way, your YouTube channel that may have taken off, your products that you may be selling. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about as a driver. There's not a driver out there that's going to tell me he's a millionaire from driving Lyft. You can only drive 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? Now, in order to do that, that's a lot of driving. You know what I'm saying? Some people do it. They chasing 2,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? But after overhead and gasoline and whatever geographical location that you're driving in, you might as well be working a job making $15 an hour because you're still not coming out on top. I don't care what you say. Different strokes for different folks. However, things might be working for you as a driver, might be working. But if you say you're making 2 a week, that's fine. I commend you. But there's a whole lot that goes with that too. Maintenance, gasoline. We're talking about driving 7 days a week because you're going to drive 7 days a week. I don't care where you are if you plan on making 2,000 or better. And your overhead and your maintenance is going to kill that. So I'm just being 100% honest. But these multiple riders is just, it's annoying. And it's something that you are going to have to figure out how to maneuver around it. Do what's comfortable for you. Set rules to your vehicle and leave them. okay? Don't allow no one to change it. You know what I mean? If you don't want nobody riding in the front seat, say, no, my front seat is off limits. If 3 can fit in the back comfortably, then you put 3 in the back. You know, if they can't fit in there comfortably, tell them, say, y'all gonna have to call another, a bigger vehicle. Or I'll take 2 of you on and 1 of you can just call another Lyft. A lot of times these people do these things because they're trying to get something for nothing. And they're not even aware, or even they may not even care that they're harming the driver, you know, because it's unfair. They're not going to leave you tips. They're not. Maybe sometime, right? But why should a driver look for tips? Why? If we were getting a wonderful piece of the pie, why would we even be complaining about gasoline? Why would there be so many thousands of rideshare drivers and delivery people striking all around the world? So, about the strikes, you don't see them on the news like that, right? You don't see them on your local news. Very regularly is very vaguely will CNN touch on it. You know, maybe the USA News or something may pick up on it. And the reason why you're not going to see it on the news outlets, because there's powerful investors behind that's holding a lot of shares in these companies. That's attached to a lot of other businesses, like television stations, news outlets, all types of business ventures, right? So for the news to make this a public thing about the drivers being unfairly treated, right, and want more compensation, if they make this a public thing or whatever, it's going to hurt someone with millions of dollars and a lot of stocks in these companies. And the powers that be is not going to allow that to happen. Now, someone will look at this video and say, man, what is he talking about? Listen, I know what I'm talking about. The investors, the stockholders in Lyft make this company run. They are the money behind the computer brain, okay? And Lyft operates the computer brain and the business operations, okay? All the while creating a demand and getting drivers, okay? Also, once they make a profit, they have to pay the investors dividends on their investments. And they keep a portion of the profits for themselves, and they sprinkle the crumbs to the drivers. And they keep the riders happy by not charging for multiple riders and cheap fares at times. So I know what I'm talking about. You just don't see it now. And as I stated on one of my other videos, or either one of my shorts, it's sad to say that nothing is relevant until it goes viral. When the mistreatment of these drivers go viral on Lyft or Uber, then everybody is going to pay attention. Then it's going to be relevant when it goes viral, or when some reporter out there or politician out there take this matter into their own hands and expose these rideshare companies for what they really are. then it's going to go viral. But until then, the drivers can strike all they want. We can complain. We can make videos complaining about what Lyft and Uber ain't doing. We can do a whole lot of other things, but none of it's going to change until it goes viral, until mistreatment of the drivers go viral. Believe me when I say that now. Revert back to my video once it hit the CNN and it's all over everywhere. You're going to say, I told you so. So until my next video, keep your head up high, even on the days where your tears are so heavy that you want to drop your head. Keep your head up high, and let's stay as motivated as we can while we navigate through this monstrosity of fuckery, and still try to make some change, okay? And try to give someone that you give a ride to throughout the day some type of motivational talk, or uplift them if they seem like they might be down. You know, it would make you feel a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you can provide someone words of comfort or encouragement, you know what I mean? Or some direction, you know? Sometimes people just want to hear a word, you know? I get riders in here all the time hanging their head, from women to men, you know? And, you know, I offer words of encouragement, you know? Because they mean a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.